like between you and Jake? Because he's been here a while. He's your center, so
Yeah.
obviously you have to be very tight. He's getting a lot of preseason accolades as well.
Right, and those are all well-deserved. I think he's the best center in the country. I think people will come to realize that this year. Not only his skill set that you see play-to-play on the field, his toughness and his strength and all that, but mentally too. Me and him, we talk a lot on the field. We communicate. We're together every play. So his relationship with me is strong. I love him to death, and I know he's going to have a great year.
How important is it to have the confidence in a veteran offensive line like that for what you want to do? I mean, how important is that to always know that those guys have always been there
Right.
and been together?
Yeah, I mean, that means a lot. And we got 5 senior offensive linemen and plenty of guys, whether it be juniors or sophomores too, that have played a lot of college football. But for a quarterback, that means the world. It means a lot. They've been there. They've done the hours. They put in the time. There's no reason why they can't be one of the best groups in the game right now. And I think that's another thing people are going to see quick this year is that they've put in the work this offseason. They're ready to go around 2.
What makes them so good?
I would say unity. I mean, it's a close-knit group. They're always together. Judd can talk more about that, but that's what I notice. They're kind of the heart and soul of what we got on offense. They're together when they're playing their best and sticking to what they do. I think we're really going to roll.
What's it like breaking in? I don't want to say breaking in new receivers because these guys were with you a year ago, but asking them to maybe step up and perform different roles from a year ago than what they needed to do for you guys.
Yeah. People always talk about what we're losing at receiver, but quite honestly, I think this could be a better group. We've got guys all around. We got a deep receiving core, and might not be household names yet. Obviously Zeke had a great year last year, but other guys, they've been here for a couple years, had some catches, had some touchdowns. Jalen Ackland's one of those guys. Not a household name per se, but just give it a couple weeks, and I think people will really start to understand how good they are. Not only Western Illinois fans, but the whole country.
Going against this 3-4 defense, and we talked about it a little the other day, but how different is that for you to see a defense that you don't see very much?
Yeah.
And so what have you seen out of them and how they've been able to do things?
It's different. I'm getting a little more used to it now compared to the spring. Spring was a mess at times, but Coach Grantham is great at what he does, and he has the defense flying 100 miles an hour, different looks. Colin touched on that. They're bringing different pressures and different fronts with the D-line, and gives me a headache sometimes. But for us as an offense, I think it benefits us a ton. I mean, we're going against something that complex every single day. No defense we're going to play is going to be vanilla, but not every defense we play is going to be a 3-4 and that complex. So it kind of, if we go against something like that complicated, I think it's really going to help us going down the road.
What's it like going from being the kind of the young guy in the quarterback room to now you're the junior, you've got 2 redshirt freshmen and a true freshman behind
Yep.
you, you're kind of the older guy in the room?
Yeah, it's different. It's the first time for me. Coach Fisher, we had like a exit meeting. I think it was in the winter, and I said I wanted to run the ball more, and he was like, "Are you crazy?" Just because I'm used to being the younger guy. Last year I've had 2 older guys above me. The year before that I was, a baby in the quarterback room. But I like it. It's different. I'm still kind of getting used to it, but we got a great room. I love all the quarterbacks in there. Coach Elliott is a great quarterback coach, so I'm having fun with it. It's different at times, but I like it.
Sean, going from a playoff team 2 years ago to missing out last year, how much of a learning experience was that for this team to maybe even propel you to bigger heights this year?
Yeah, I think we definitely learned a lot from it. You hate to sit and think back so much on the year before, but that's definitely something in the back of our minds. But that's where it's going to stay. It's going to stay in the back of our minds. It'll be there for the benefits. Like you said, I think it can propel us to better things. And that's exactly where we're at right now. We're just full speed ahead towards 2017. And, maybe we took that bump in the road for a reason, just a little roadblock to learn, that, hey, nothing's guaranteed. That's what this conference is. It's the best in the country. So, we're going to take it this year a little more serious every single week, just knowing that we can't have a lapse in judgment and or an effort or in play every week. And, we're going to propel this year into the playoffs.